I'm Garry, aka Trance Wax, also known as Ejeca. Being a student in Belfast, it's quite a... Obviously, Northern Ireland's had a bit of politics and history, but I sort of grew up after it. There wasn't loads of nightclubs to go up, but there was one big one called Shine, which was very influential for me. It had like Carl Cox, Jeff Mills, Soul Wax, Errol Alkin, and then there was trance nights as well going on, so you would have had Ferry play, Armin play, guys before they got too big, if anything. Northern Ireland's quite a small place, so it took a lot for them to come over sometimes, so Shine would have been the main one, which was like the student union. No musical family, no musical training, no musical taste. I've got the Yamaha keyboard upstairs, which was the first one I got when I was about 12. DJX it was called. It's a bit like rough, but it has all these pre-done like GABA loops, trance loops, house loops, and like the sampler built in. Quite a lot going on for like 300 quid, but my mum and dad got me that one Christmas. Some of the stuff in it's just really, really corny, but there's a really good idea of how to make a track built into this one unit. So I think that was probably the main thing that got me properly into it, having an actual set bit of kit. Local record shop always got confused when I came in because he used to ask for like Chris Liebing techno with like a Fergie hard house record in the middle. So people thought like, is this guy having a laugh? But I think I'm still like that. Obviously I have the Ejeca side, which is techno, and doing the trance bit with you guys. So for me it's music's great, and why stick to one whenever you love it that much? I was quite housey then, you know, like the 90s house style, which I don't think's gone, to be honest. People still like that sort of sound. So we were making that, and it was very big on the radio as well. You had a lot of the tracks like Duke Dumont, people like that, MK. Like he'd been about for years, but he really kicked off then, and it was that sort of sound that people latched onto. So for me, it was just one plugin. It was like a Korg M1 plugin, and that's just like a virtual one of the keyboard that everyone used to make house music in the day. From that, it was Last Night on Earth, the Sasha label, because he was interested in that. I've released how many EPs now? 4 maybe with Sasha's label. So that kicked on another spurt of the more melodic music, which is probably how it's ended up where it is now. It's always been a love for me, like the record collections, the first records I bought. People sort of fell out of love with it. I think I did. It again got a bit too technical, as opposed to going back to the sort of essence of it, which is melody and that image of like Ibiza, 2000, and that sort of image, which is to me what it was about. I started to play tracks like Sig Them at the end of the sets, ATB, some of the like more UK ones like Highgate Pitching, because it just fitted nicely in it. It wasn't a big shift that people going, oh, he's kind of trance record. So I thought, right, I had to really slow it down to fit it in with my set. So I was like, I might try and recreate it, keep the essence of the track but rebuild it so it works.